Hi, friends. So here's that special person again that we talked about yesterday, Martin Luther King Jr. So I would like you to make sure that you have this passage printed out so that we can read it together. And then I'm going to send you off on your own to go back in the text and find the answers. They need you or would like you to also, to help you go back and find those answers, have 3 colored markers or colored pencils or crayons out. So when we find number 1, I would like you to underline that answer in blue. Number 2 will be in red, and number 3 will be yellow. Okay, so when you have a blue, a red, and a yellow on your own, you will be going back to find those answers. So we will read it together, and then I will send you off to answer those 3 questions, which you will post in your discussion post. All right, guys? So let's read a little bit more about why Martin Luther King is so important to our history. Martin Luther King Jr. was a famous civil rights activist. That, again, we learned that yesterday, right? That means he worked hard to make sure all people were treated equally. He was born on January 15th, 1929 in Atlanta, Georgia. We learned that yesterday too. He helped lead the Montgomery bus boycott after Rosa Parks was arrested for refusing to give up her seat to a white man. In 1963, Martin helped organize the March on Washington in Washington, D.C. This was a peaceful gathering of around 250,000 people who wanted equality and justice for African Americans. We learned that in one of our articles yesterday, too. Martin gave a famous speech called, do you remember that from yesterday? I Have a Dream, which talked about his hope that one day America would be a place where all people would be treated fairly. The next year, in 1964, the Civil Rights Act was passed, which made it against the law to treat people differently because of their race, color, gender, which means like boy or girl, or religion. Martin Luther King Jr. was a hero to many people, but not everyone was happy about the changes in the country. Sadly, on April 4th, 1968, Martin was shot and killed while standing on a hotel balcony. Today, we honor his life and the way he helped make America a better place by celebrating Martin Luther King Jr. Day each January. So that is what we did on Monday. We had the day off to celebrate him. So now I hope you have a better understanding of why and how Martin Luther King Jr. was such a hero for America. So what I would like you to do now is I would like you to take a few minutes to reread the story. When you're rereading the story, I want you to be looking for these 3 questions. What is a civil rights activist? When you find that, remember, you're going to use your blue to underline it. And then you're going to write in a complete sentence your answer. Your sentence better start with a capital letter and end with a period. When you type these up in your discussion post, you need to have that also. Okay, guys? Your second question is, what was the name of Martin's famous speech? That is definitely in there, and we learned it yesterday too in our passages. Number 3, name 2 famous events in history that Martin was a part of. So I want you to make sure right now you number it 1, 2. Okay? And then tell about a time you felt treated unfairly. You do not need to post that, but if you have an experience that you want to write down, go for it. Okay? So again, you're going to reread the passage. You are going to use your colors to help you go back in the text to find the answers, and then you will post all 3 of those in your discussion post. All right, guys, have a good day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.